Hello farmers, welcome back to Hazzard County. I am down to taking this rusty old trailer that we have here and feeding the cows till it makes rations that way, because our other trailer I have over here still has a whole bunch of fertilizer in it that I thought I was going to need. So now I got to back up an articulated trailer, and there it goes. Oh, just push on out. Nope. Alright, Alright, well, Peanut, what you could have done, and you kind of forgot about this. Let's drive out here to visit the cows. Let's try not to run over any of them. Well, I don't know if I would actually run over them. And then they do that thing every once in a while here, so I don't know, they get like static for a second, then poof, they go. I don't know what that's all about. But we'll turn around instead of me trying to back up like I just tried. So yeah, I'm down to this trailer. Did I get enough TMR in here? 92%? I'm going to call that good. I think we're done with the cows, right? Other than being cleaned out. Yeah, they're fine for now. Doesn't hurt their productivity at all, so they can stay dirty as long as they want. The chickens. Chickens. The chickens are next, with the wheat. Yeah, so I'm taking care of the animals this morning, if you did not kind of guess that already. So we are in the third day of spring, and if you look across, yep, our crops are growing already. Already. What did I plant there? Canola. I think it's canola, right? We planted canola with a big bud. I don't know if I'm going to use a big bud today or not. The ground temperature is only at 48 degrees. I can technically plant the hops that I wanted to. I guess maybe sunflower. I didn't check to see. I think sunflower might need to be warmer as well. But I can't do that with the big bud because, well, I can't do it with the seed roll that we have. Let me go check that. I kind of forgot now what that seed roll, well, that's filling up seeders. I was looking at the planters earlier, actually, as well. So we got this thing right here. Soybean. Yeah, soybean. I think I was looking at sunflowers and said no. Soybean, nope. Soybean needs to be warmer as well. So soybean and hops are what we're planting in the fields across the road. The soybean, ground temperature's not warm enough. Hops needs to be 48 degrees. Pardon me, 48 degrees. It's 48 degrees ground temperature now. I'm going to wait a day. I just don't want to, and I'm going to check the field right now. Did I lose any frost from the frost at all? I got a couple of spots here. Did I miss them with the big bud? I must have missed a couple spots because it doesn't say... Or is that germinate? Hang on a second. Yeah, germination failed. So I lost a small few spots there. That's very minor. Not going to worry about that. So, yeah, I'm going to wait a day because it's 48 degrees. I don't want to plant like a field that size and then like lose half the field because the seed did not germinate. So there's no rush. So, yeah, we're pretty much down to planting wheat today. So I could use the Horse Pronto 9 in the field, one of the fields behind us. Preferably, the one right next to the barns here, because it'll be easier to get the baler and all that in there. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. We'll have to plant wheat today. Now, I could use the big bud, which means we'll get done rather quickly, or use a Horse Pronto 9, which I'll get done when it gets done. Man, there is a lot of mud in this farm area. Where am I going with this? I'm going to the wrong shed here. I do like that there's dynamic mud or dirt, whatever it's called on this map now. I forgot what it's called. I think it's dynamic dirt? Mud? Whatever. But it doesn't really show on the ground. The texture doesn't show on the ground. Unless I need to start a new save game. Maybe that's what my problem is, but I don't remember it saying that I had to anywhere. But it may need it. So if you do know if I have to restart the game, or not restart the game, restart a new save game, then that is my problem. So there's our trail over there because it's full of fertilizer. And yeah, I don't know what we're going to do about that. But what I need to do right now is, and I decided not to take any more chances on it this year, because this is technically our last season for now on this map. Let's go to the economy page. Nope, that's I want the market page. That wasn't the economy page, but I was checking the price on spelt. Not that good. Diesel fuel, we got tons of that, but I'm waiting for a great demand on that. But if we go to the wool, yeah, spinnery, 14.11, which is the highest price I have seen for wool period. Where are we here? So wool is going to be right here. Yeah, right now it's showing me here. It must be showing me the price for whatever. 14.11. We chanced it last year and I missed out. So let's not chance it again this year. Let me turn off the animal HUD because now I got it all squared away. No new cows. We're still at 29. I think that's where we were at the end of last episode. But we're at 29. The sheep up to 113. And of course horses and chickens, we are already maxed out. So over to our Volvo truck, which I do believe is over here. I think. See the tanker. Yes. Okay, we're all set. How are we doing on the strawberries? We're doing fine there. Whoa, okay. I kind of forgot to check these last night before I went to bed. So that's fine. Because the cows aren't producing enough manure at this point to keep this running 24/7. But yep, we're going to grab the flatbed trailer, go over the way to the sheep farm. And the trailer is that way, not the way you thought it was. So back it up. Yeah, pick up some wool pallets. I don't know how many wool pallets I have over there at this point. I got a mixture of 10,000 liter pallets. Boy, words today. And just regular base game pallets. So I think it's probably more than 16 or is it 20 pallets that we hold. You know what? Best way to find out is drive over there, load them up, and then we need to head to the spinnery. That's not the best place to drive off, but I did. Pick them on up. Let's go make a sale. I could use the cash anyways. I mean, we're not low on cash too much because I don't have a loan. But $30,000 in farming, that's not that much cash at all. Well, let's see if I can get all these on over here at least. Bang, 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 bang. All of them. I got room for one more. Oh, there's that. I didn't think the hill was that steep there. But we're good. So we'll go right by here. Let's hopefully we just pick up one. Let me go grab the one I want. That's 1,000 liters. That's a full pallet. So let's get that out of there. Load that up. All set. And now we got to go over to see where Cletus is. Instead of going back the way I always go, how can I... If I go up... If we go up the road and I cut over by field 85. I haven't been up here in a while. Not that I expect to see any different scenery, but it'll be fun going that way, I think. And then down to see Cletus. We'll sell some wool. Do I have enough wool there to make a second trip? I don't know. Let's see what we get for these. You know, I just realized I didn't lose any. Yep, I lost them. Because for some reason when you exit out, this auto-loading trailer it quits the script for some reason. So up the road, let's go see Cletus. Let's go make a sale. Let's watch the money go up, and hopefully it's good enough because I would like to buy the planter. Because like I said, I want to plant the cabbage, red and green cabbage in these fields here. So I need to buy the planter for that. By the way, it's too cold in the ground to plant that as well today. So yeah, we need to start bringing some cash in because I need to buy a whole bunch of stuff that really I don't need, but we'll have the money, so why not? All of the fond memories I've had up here in these fields, setting course play to do fertilization, plowing, cultivating, probably even some seeding jobs as well. All those contracts I took for, 10 to, when it came to fertilizing, like $50,000 to fertilize some of these fields. Oh yeah, the money just rolled in, but we had a huge loan. And then of course we had to borrow a lot of money to buy the fields that we have now. But let's go see what we get for the wool today. I may just keep the rest of the wool just because, see if the price is better on another day. But at least we'll get the majority of this wool sold. And then I'll get some of my pallets back. And I can stick them all in the spawn point. So even though I've been here a lot, I don't quite remember where the wool sell point is in here. because we haven't sold any wool yet, but we sold tons of bales. All right, let me cut it wide here. All right, so where is the sell point for the wool? I think it's actually over. I think it's right here. Yeah. Yeah. So it's right there. So I think if I drive, I guess it doesn't matter which way I drive in. It's just a matter of getting all the wool in there that I can. So I need to unload here. Well, there's $55,000 so far. You know what I could do is, with the auto-loading trailers, is pull forward like this. And then hit turn on. There we go. Turn off. Unload. Alright, so now if we go into our economy page, scroll on down, sold wool for today, $79,000. That is very helpful. Now I just got to bring these 4 pallets back to the sheep farm, put those in the spawn point, and it'll cut down how many pallets we have. Then we'll go on back, and I think we will grab the big bud because that seed drill has a good amount of seed and fertilizer in it, and I need to empty that fertilizer out of the trailer that we have. So I'm going to head back to the sheep farm, put these down. I'm going to keep the rest of the wool there for now because I may have like 20,000 liters there, which is a good amount of money, probably like 30 grand, just shy of 30 grand. But I think we'll keep it there for now and see what the price is on the next spring day, because the price should be better on the 5th day, but this is only the 3rd day, so we'll give it a shot and see what happens. Back at the main farm, got the big bud all out, got our seed tanker out, and I figured, well, I got it over here, might as well fill up with some fertilizer. I don't think I'm going to need it for today. Ooh, I'm in the correct one. That's a start. How much is it going to take? Almost all of it. Really, it couldn't take the last little drop. I mean, all right, it is what it is. All right, so yeah, we are now full of fertilizer, and that should be good for today. Let's go ahead and have that fold up. Do I need to stay connected to it fold up? No, it's fine. And of course, I left the trailer right my way. Of course, I did. I do that often. I decided to seed the field today with the big bud because you got it. You got to use it. You just have to. Let's go hitch up the tanker to it now. I figured we're going to do 2 fields of wheat just because I can put it into our nice big silo that we got over here that holds 1 million liters. So I could either make seed with it, I could feed the chickens with it, and if I really wanted to, because we'll have enough of it, I could always turn around and sell it. Alright, now that I'm hooked up to the seed drill and the tank, I can now change this over. And, nope. And yes. Now I just gotta make sure I can get over here without traffic being a problem. Just need to sneak around. I can't believe I just said I need to sneak around with the big bud and the seed hawk. But we're going to try. Luckily no traffic coming. So yeah, with the 3rd day of spring, it's nice to see the leaves coming back on the trees. I know it hasn't been really that long since we had leaves on the trees, but there it is. Can I actually get through my farmyard and into the field? I think I should have no problem doing so. Let me switch to that implement here. And now we can start unfolding it. So in the other field that we did just the other day for the canola, And driving back with the truck, I have a look in the field, and I already got stage 2 weeds in the field. Now, it could be this is the 3rd season that we're in, and I've never done any weed protection whatsoever. So, yeah, we got that going for us, which is just great. Let's lower that down. Turn on the seed roll. Now, it has been a week since I used this, so I got to get my turning all squared away on it. See how good we can do here. I'm going to cut this field just a little bit on this corner, just to make it easier on the rest of my turns. And these fields here are not that big, so it shouldn't take me as long. So probably not going to do a time lapse or anything like that. I may do a couple jump cuts here or there. But yeah, we'll get these fields seeded in no time flat. And basically that's all I have for today to do, really. Unless we get a great demand for spelt or diesel fuel. That's pretty much it. I'll probably get a great demand for wool like tomorrow, which is the way it kind of goes, right? Also, when I went back and dropped off the other pallets, I was pretty close. I got like 22,000 liters of wool sitting there, so I could get like another $30,000 of wool if I want to go up and sell it. But I decided not to. Like I said, we'll keep it and see if the price gets better, and if not, you know what? We'll just start stockpiling it for next season. Because I think I'll probably revisit the map because. Well, let's talk about this now because you may not watch the Pacific Northwest series. So if I'm repeating myself for you and you saw that over there, sorry, but not everyone watches all the same series. So yeah, this is my first episode on Hazzard County since the announcement that there will be no Farming Simulator 21 released this year. So I know previously in Hazzard County I said, well, this will be the last season for now because we might revisit it. So it looks like with Farming Simulator 19 sticking around a lot longer, yeah, we might be coming back here in the summer or maybe early fall or whatever. Who knows? I am in the process of getting the multiplayer server up and going. I got a few things already set. This map right here is a good candidate for the multiplayer. I'm just wondering... yeah, there's a lot of thoughts I got to put into it before I get the multiplayer server up, so it might be another week or two, or it could be, as you're seeing this, it could be in the description like, hey, guess what? The multiplayer server's up. So, yeah, I don't know. This map is in a good case to be in the multiplayer server. But getting back to no FS21 coming out. If you haven't heard that, well, FS21 won't be coming out this season. So, or in the year 2020. It doesn't mean that it won't be called Farming Simulator 21 when it gets released, because if it gets released next year, well, it could be called Farming Simulator 21. But the main reason why they didn't want to release Farming Simulator 21 yet, I guess they're going to kind of try to design it towards a new generation of consoles. I keep forgetting what the Xbox is called, but it's PlayStation 5 and the Xbox, whatever it's called. Is it Xbox generation? I have no idea. I forgot already. And I always forget that one. I don't know why. PlayStation's easy. I know they're in PlayStation 4. The next one's PlayStation 5. PlayStation keeps it kind of simple. Xbox likes to do Xbox 360, Xbox One. Yeah, just keep it simple. But anyways, that's why Farming Simulator, at least that's what I got, because I did send, when did that announcement come out? On Wednesday that it came out. So I just sent an email to Giants, and I got a reply email on it, and they said basically, and like I said in the Pacific Northwest episode, I think it's a auto reply that I must have got, because they answered a couple questions there I didn't really have, but basically it's saying, and the main reason why was they want to wait for the new generation of consoles to come out. They don't want to release FS21 just to have for the consoles that are out now. Then like the new consoles will come out, and they could have made the game better for the new consoles. So the only downside to see of that is if you have a PlayStation 4 or Xbox One and you don't want to get the new generation, are you going to be able to play Farming Simulator, whatever they call it, Farming Simulator 20? We'll just keep saying Farming Simulator 21. So when that comes out and you got an older console version, are you going to be able to play on it or what? I don't know. That's a question I didn't ask, and because I didn't know the answer at the time. But now it's been, by the time you saw this video, it's been like 5-6 days that the news has been out, so it may have a clear answer. Yeah, I really don't know. Or I'm wondering this: is Farming Simulator going to go down the route of what SCS Software does with ATS and Euro Truck Simulator, to where instead of every 2 years we have FS 15, 17, 19, just coming out with a game called Farming Simulator, and they just give you patches of updates to put in. I mean, it's a good question to have, but since it's on console, I don't think they can do that. But then again, I don't know much about the new generation of consoles to see if they'll have software updatable like PCs have, or any of that kind of stuff. So I don't know. But yeah, no FS21 this year, which is kind of good and kind of bad in some ways. All depends on how you want to look at it. I'm fine with it as long as when the next Farming Simulator version comes out, I would assume that now that they have longer to work on it or whatever, I would assume seasons should be part of the base game. And who knows, maybe we'll have 3D textures on the ground. Maybe we'll have like mud and such stuff like that. Who knows? But it's going to be rather interesting. But the one thing we do get is more DLCs. I think we're going to get, some are saying 2. I've been kind of told 3. So I think John Deere probably will be one of them. John Deere wants to introduce more equipment into the game. Another DLC that probably will be, but I think last time it was called an add-on, was the straw add-on, to where you take straw, hay, whatever, and you make pellets out of it. And there's a couple other brands that are not even in the game that have announced that they will be in future Farming Simulator content. So those could be DLCs as well. But the future will tell. Just like if I could tell the future, I would tell you how good of a crop we're going to have in this field. It's wheat. That's all I know. It is wheat. Yeah, so I'm not going to use GPS on these 2 fields just because, well, when you're using the Big Bud and Seahawk, the field's not that big to really need GPS. I'm going to overlap here and there, but that's fine. I overlap quite a bit sometimes anyways. So I'm trying to take it easy on the steering, but like I said, it shouldn't take me too long to see this field, and then the field right down there. That used to be, I think that was soybeans last year. And I kind of foregone the crop rotation thing. We're just planting what we want to plant. The one thing that's weird, and anytime I drive an articulated tractor, so like the Case Quadratec or the Big Bud, I notice, it seems like they steer so, instead of just like a regular tractor, it's like half the turn radius that you need for it to turn because it articulates. So I try to make adjustments with my steering wheel when I turn somewhere, and I'm always oversteering. If I use the tractors longer, I'll probably get more and more used to it. So 1100 horsepower and a 600 horsepower Seadrill, and I slowed down to 6 miles an hour going uphill. Glad I got the Big Bud. Although, as I showed last time, that I could have got the T9 and got an extra 5 horsepower. But I've used the T9. I use that modded T9 quite a bit in FS17. I think I may even have used it on Ravenport in 19. And I never really used the Big Bud in fields. I bought it before on Rattlesnake Valley, gave it a whirl. Did I use the Big Bud on Hawke's Bay? I think I tried using the Big Bud on Hawke's Bay, but what was my problem there? I think I used it for like an episode or two, and I think it may have been the same issue where the tractor was probably too wide for the roads and such. I can't remember, but I remember using the Big Bud for a little bit and said, nope. Yeah, I kind of forgot about Hawke's Bay using it there. I know I'm terrible at driving anyways, but man, this thing, I'm just terrible at driving this thing. Trying to get some good close-ups and yeah, trying to get a good close-up of the big bud at the same time, trying to drive in a straight line with a Seadrill that you can't see if you're in line or not. Yeah, I'm just terrible. Just flat out terrible with it. That's when I zoom in, trying to get a nice, good idea of the big bud close up. Yeah, the problem is you can't see the Seadrill to see if you're making sure you're covering every little bit that you can. And instead of going around in circles now, I decided, how about just go up and down the field like you were before? Try to make it easy on yourself, since I'm having so much trouble. Probably shouldn't turn like that with the Seadrill down, but I am. Darn weeds. The thing is about the weeds, and I've said it before, they're not causing, for me, too much of a problem in my fields. Yes, they do sprout up, and they're pocketed here and there. I'm just trying to think, would it be worth my while? I mean, these fields are so big, I basically got two options. The expensive way is to spray the field. So that means, yeah, I got to buy money in herbicide. The cheap way, but the long way, or the long time taking way, is you buy the weeder, which is only, what is that, 12 meters? I think that's a 12 meter wide weeder, and put it on course play to go around the field, but man, that is going to take a while. Probably take course play, I'm just trying to remember with the horse Pronto 9 meter wide, how long it took to do field 40 when I seeded it, and I think it took like a whole day. So with a 12 meter wide, I'd probably take 3/4 of a day to weed the field. And that's the only way you're going to be able to do it without yourself doing it, because you can't hire a worker with weeds, because the entire field's not weeds. When the worker gets to the end of the weed patch and doesn't see weeds, it's going to stop right there, and you're going to start and restop that thing over and over again. And I haven't seen anyone do the test. I'm pretty sure it's out there for weeds. I know some people said, well, if you spray the field with herbicide before the weeds come, you won't get no weeds. Well, I have seen someone do a video of, they said they sprayed herbicide in the spring, and they had a decent amount of weeds when fall came. So I don't know if preemptive spraying actually does any good. And like I said, I don't know if you preemptive weed with a weeder, does that help as well? Does that, I mean, because there's no weeds there. Basically, a weeder is something that just grabs weeds and pulls out of the ground. So if the weed has not grown yet, but the seeds are in the ground, they're going to grow. Herbicide will kill the weed and should kill the seeds of the weed as well. I don't know. But we'll see how, when fall comes, how our fields look. If it looks like our field's got chicken pox of pink color in it, probably I'll do something, maybe, because it does kill your production by, I forgot how much now. I used to know the number. Actually, let me, that's lying. I know the numbers, I get them mixed up. Let me put it that way. So I think it's 15% on weeds. But the thing is, like, I got weeds here. It's only 15% where the weeds are. It's not 15% for the whole field because I have a small patch of weeds there. I hope I didn't run out of fertilizer or seed, because well, I don't have the HUD on. I turned the HUD off completely so I can have a nice crisp, clear view of what's going on here. And I'm not going to be able to get all this in one pass. I know I'm not. So why are you trying? Yeah, see, I'm oversteering with this thing. I can't stop oversteering. And I think I'm going to wait on the other field. I think this is going to be plenty of wheat. I know I said I was going to do 2 fields of wheat, but I think on that backfield back there, I might plant something different. Try to do crops. I'm actually thinking of, let me turn this off and fold. I got to do cotton this year. I think it's one of the popular crops of Georgia. Correct me if I'm wrong, people. But I know cotton is really grown in the South for the most part. So I really need to do cotton around here, which means the planter we're going to go with is just your standard planter, in-game planter. I know it says a mod, but this is part of the I can't really show it to you in here. But yeah, it's part of the in-game mod. It should be free. But we'll get this one right here, 18 meters. It does cotton, and of course it does the green, and I think it says red cabbage, or is it purple cabbage? I don't know. But yeah, these are the crops that I need to plant. Hops I don't care about. We can do hops with this seed right here. So what we got left to plant is the hops over where the cornfields were. I'm going to put soybean down in field 39. And I want to put cotton down in the next two fields, which means I'll be buying the Case Module Express. I don't have the John Deere DLC because that John Deere, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I said it many times, but the John Deere cotton module harvester, it's a nice looking harvester. Just that the price is kind of ridiculous in my opinion, but it is what it is. Oh, I was going in here to see how well I did on the field. Looks rather good. Did I miss anything? I know I did. I must have missed something somewhere. Come on. If I go here, oh wait, where do I need to be? Oh, here. So it just planted. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't look like I missed much now, did I? Let's turn the HUD back on. How did I do? We're getting kind of load. Yeah, I need to load the seed because we're getting low on it. So hopefully by the next day, the 4th of April, the ground temperature will rise up a little bit more. Needs to get up in the 50s so I can plant the hops and soybeans. But at least now we got our wheat in the field. Where can I... just trying to find a place I think I can park this for now. I don't want to leave it in the field. That'd be a big no-no. Let me park it over here, where originally I said I was going to create a road going down to this road, and just like all my episodes, I said I'm going to do a lot of landscaping, and I never do. We'll just park it right here for now. How about that? That's how lazy I'm getting. It's funny how lazy you get when your farm actually doesn't have a loan and you start having money come in. Oh, how much was that seed roll? I need to look at that, that planter. 169. Okay, and how much horsepower? 270. All right, I got a lot of things that can pull that. The Dutz Fire and the Massey Ferguson can pull that. I'm thinking maybe even our Class tractor can haul that. Oh, I should have had the Class tractor putting fertilizer down on our field over there when I was doing that. He can do that next episode. So yeah, so field 40 where we planted the canola, since it hit the first growth stage, I can put, that doesn't have all 3 stages of fertilizer on it, does it? Where do I need to go? This way. No, that's 2 stages of fertilization. Yeah, the weeds are just popping up pretty good already, and it's only been a day. That field's going to look rather pinkish when fall time comes for sure. So we got to sell some wool this morning, giving us a good comfortable amount of money in our bank account. It's funny that I was getting a lot of great demands for diesel fuel when I didn't have it, and now that we've had it for, I don't know, since the 2nd day of winter, and now we're the 3rd day of spring, nothing yet. But I'm just going to hold on to it because I don't need the cash at the moment. And as for the spelt, well, there's a chance that could become for a great demand. When I need the money, I need it. So we're going to need it when fall comes because, as you can see already, I plan on buying 3 harvesters. And you're like, what, 3? Yeah, well, I need the cotton module harvester. I'm going to need the root crop harvester and probably 2 headers. Well, not probably. We will for the green and red cabbage. And I'm thinking for the big fields that you're looking ahead, we're going to have the Class Lexian tractor. Right? It's a Lexian? Yeah, Lexian. Wow. It should be the Lexian, right? I don't know why I want to say Axion. The Axion is the tractor. This is a Class Lexian, right? Yeah, Lexian. Okay. Oh, it's late at night. Yeah, so I want to be harvesting in that, and maybe get the CR1090, the modded one that holds 60,000 liters. I get 2 of us in the field harvesting a field. We can rip through it pretty darn quick. Because, like I said, if we come back to this map, and I think we might in months' time, I might be buying more fields, which means, the more harvesters, the better. So those are the 3 harvesters, and what else do I need to get? Nothing, I don't think. Milk trailer, but I mean, I need to think big expenses. So 3 harvesters, big expenses. That's pretty much it. I mean, I shouldn't say that's pretty much it. I mean, 3 harvesters, we're talking probably $1.5 million in equipment I need to buy still. But I think I got $1.5 million in diesel fuel sitting around if the price is good. And of course, we got some spelt, and I probably got like $750,000 worth of spelt sitting around. So yeah, there's money around here. There's money around here for sure. Let me just take a quick check on the animals. I shouldn't have to do anything for 2 days anyways, other than clean them out. But you know what? They need to learn to clean themselves once in a while. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. And I'll catch you next time in Hazzard County. But until then, have a good one.